On the 8th day Moses called for Aaron and his sons and the elders of Israel. He said to Aaron, "Take a young bull for a sin offering and a ram without blemish for a burnt offering, and present them before the Lord. Then say to the Israelites, Take a male goat for a sin offering, a calf and a lamb, both a year old and without blemish, for a burnt offering, and a bull and a ram for a fellowship offering to sacrifice before the Lord, together with a grain offering mixed with oil. For today the Lord will appear to you." So they took the things Moses commanded to the front of the tent of meeting, and the entire community came near and stood before the Lord. Moses said, "This is what the Lord has commanded you to do, so that the glory of the Lord may appear to you." Moses then said to Aaron, "Come to the altar and sacrifice your sin offering and your burnt offering to make atonement for yourself and the people. Then sacrifice the people's offering to make atonement for them, as the Lord has commanded." So Aaron came to the altar and slaughtered the calf as his own sin offering. His sons brought the blood to him, and he dipped his finger in the blood and put it on the horns of the altar. He poured out the rest of the blood at the base of the altar. On the altar he burned the fat, the kidneys and the long lobe of the liver from the sin offering, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. The flesh and the hide he burned outside the camp. He then slaughtered the burnt offering. His sons brought him the blood, and he splashed it against the sides of the altar. They brought him the burnt offering piece by piece, including the head, and he burned them on the altar. He washed the internal organs and the legs and burned them on top of the burnt offering on the altar. He then presented the people's offering. He took the goat for the people's sin offering, slaughtered it and offered it for the sin, just as he had done with the first one. He brought the burnt offering and offered it according to the regulation. He also brought the grain offering, took a handful of it, and burned it on the altar in addition to the morning burnt offering. He also slaughtered the bull and the ram for the people's fellowship offering. His sons brought him the blood, and he splashed it against the sides of the altar. He also burned the fat of the bull and the ram, the fat tail, the fat covering the internal organs, the kidneys and the long lobe of the liver. They placed the fat on the breasts and he burned the fat on the altar. Aaron waved the breasts and the right thigh as a wave offering before the Lord, as Moses had commanded. Then Aaron lifted his hands toward the people and blessed them. After sacrificing the sin offering, the burnt offering and the fellowship offering, he stepped down. Moses and Aaron then entered the tent of meeting. When they came out, they blessed the people, and the glory of the Lord appeared to all the people. Fire came out from the presence of the Lord and consumed the burnt offering and the fat on the altar. And when all the people saw this, they shouted for joy and fell face down.